Hello Mustangs, welcome back to Mustang News. I'm Piper.
And I'm Tahira. To start off the third episode, we have a PSA on climate change, the weekly weather report, a feature story, talk about the dress code, and a sports update.
After that, we'll see a student work highlight, learn about safety, and a whiteboard challenge. Let's see a PSA on climate change.
It's the PSA Pals!
We've been aware of climate change since we were very young, but almost all of us have not made the effort to try to combat it. This clock gives us a little wake-up call.
The climate clock is being shown on multiple buildings around the world. This clock is counting down a number of years we have left in our carbon budget. This official climate clock world site says that the clock deadline tells us that a current rate of greenhouse gas emissions, we have less than 8 years in our global carbon budget. That gives us 2/3 chance of staying under the critical threshold of 1.5 degrees C of global warming.
Don't worry too much though. There's some things you can do to help. One thing you can do is carpool or take the bus. Shop consciously, like thrifting. Call or email your senator about your global warming concerns. There are templates you can find online. Take shorter showers. Don't litter and pick up after yourself. Try and find one thing you can do from our suggestions.
Or do your own research.
This was the PSA Pals.
Subscribe.
What's the weather?
Good morning, Henry. Today we're going to see a high of 95 and a low of 70, while throughout the rest of the week we're going to see highs in the mid to lower 90s and a low in the lower to upper 70s. Today's also a pretty normal week. We're going to see about rain chances in the 20 to 10%. Yeah, pretty basic week, but we also have a tropical depression maybe could form in the Western Caribbean over the next 5 to 7 days, I think. And I like weather.
Hello Mustangs, today we're going to do a competition to see who can name the most teachers in 15 seconds. We're going to start with the 6th graders, then 7th and 8th.
Miss Smith, Mr. Borders, Mr. Gray, Miss White, Miss Boats, Mrs. Cook, Mr. McNally, Mr. Gray, Miss Smith, I'm out of ideas. Mr. Russell, Miss Smith, Mr. Borders, Miss Cook, Mr. Pinckney, Mr. Devereaux, Mr. McNally, Mrs. Back person, Mr. McNally, and I have Miss Colt, and I have Miss Colt, and I have Mr. Gray, and then I have Miss Bolt, and then Mr. And then I have Smith, and I have.
In total, the 6th graders got 23.
Mr. Gray, Mr. Devereaux, Miss Cook, Miss Mann, Mr. Yurkovich, Miss Cohen, Mr. Yurkovich, Mr. Devereaux, Miss Cook, Miss Stockbauer, Mr. Meta, Miss Smith, Miss Davis, Mr. Pinckney, Miss Harrison, Miss Cook, Miss Stockbauer, Miss Harrison, Miss Smith, Mr. Devereaux, Miss Mann, Mr. Castillo, Miss Davis, and Miss Parker, Miss Davis, Mr. Devereaux, Mr. McNally, Miss Cook, Miss White, Mr. Wolf,
Total, the 7th graders got 30.
Miss Parker, Miss Bolts, Miss Maurice, Mr. Wolf, Miss Bolts, Coach Gaffney, Coach Cohen, Coach Borders, Miss Parker, Miss Hibbert, Miss Borders, Mrs. Bolts, Mr. Wolf, Mr. McKee, Mr. Meta, Miss Louise, Mr. Louise, who else? Miss Gaffney, Miss Louise, Miss Orchard, Mr. Louise, Miss Mann, Mr. Yurkovich, Coach Sims, Coach Richter, Coach Cohen, Miss Cohen.
In total, the 8th graders got 27, making the 7th graders the winner with 30.
We want you to feel safe at school.
Here's some things you need to know.
Hi, I'm Eli. And I'm Eleonora. And today we'll be talking about safety protocols and the safety measures at O. Henry.
Let's see what the staff and students have to say.
What are some of the new protocols for the safety of the students in the school?
Being more diligent about the things that we are checking for. For example, 4 to 5 times a day we are checking throughout the building that all of our doors are locked and secured.
What could the school do to make you feel more safe in class? Maybe have better locks.
How do you feel about the safety of the students in the school?
Safety for students at school, it's number one. It is the top priority. It matters more than learning. You can't learn if you don't feel safe. It's our top priority.
For this week's episode, we asked students and teachers would you rather questions. Roll the clip. Live in a cave or a treehouse?
Treehouse, you have more access to everything because in a cave you would only have like rocks and sticks.
Much rather live in a treehouse. Sounds fun. I don't know. I love nature. I like to be outside, take walks and jogs.
Sit or stand all day?
I know the answer to this one because my job before this one, I sat all day at a computer, and I know now I'd much rather stand or walk all day.
Invisible or be able to fly?
Invisible. If a girl breaks up with me, I can't be seen.
Would you rather never work or sleep again?
I would never sleep again because if I never sleep, then I just can work harder and get more money. But sleep feels pretty good sometimes.
Dress code is a tough conversation.
Let's have it. Have you noticed that the dress code has gotten a lot more strict this year? Like last year, I could have worn this. But this year... In 2019, there was a change for the better when hundreds of parents signed a petition saying that the current dress code did not uphold to the district's value of equality, diversity, and inclusion. The change made it so that students could show their bra strap, stomach, and waistband. But why did that change all of a sudden? Let's talk to Ms. Malott. What's your opinion on the new dress code policy, and how do you think it's different from 2019 where they made a huge change?
We want to make sure that our students know what the dress code is. And I know in 2019, we're focused on making sure that you guys were coming to school. This year, we want to make sure that you guys know about what kind of clothing you are able to wear to school. It is still very relaxed, but we do have to make sure that we just remind our students what it is.
Do you think that the dress code is sexist in any way?
If you are talking a little bit about how it seems to target the female or identifying female student, some might construe that as being that in that regard, but AISD does ask all students to have genitals covered. That includes the chest, the buttocks, and the belly.
We're going to be interviewing head administrators and students on campus to see their opinions on the new dress code. What's your opinion on the new dress code?
The new dress code, I understand some of the merits of it, but I think some parts of it are unfair.
I do think the dress code focuses more on girls than guys, and I think that is an issue, and it's something that needs to be discussed further.
Now let's see the boy-to-girl ratio on the dress code.
Well, I think that's a little sexist because usually girls only get dress coded. I've been dress coded twice.
I've been dress coded once so far this year, and I think that it's so unfair because it's like targeted more towards girls.
I've been dress coded 0 times.
I've been dress coded 0 times this year, and I do not like the new dress code.
I've been dress coded 5 times this year, and I think it's dumb because it's not our fault the guys can't control what's like in their pants.
I've been dress coded 0 times, and I think it's very sexist.
Parts of it make sense, but I think a lot of it needs to be discussed with the students as well as the teachers. And I've been dress coded twice.
I haven't been dress coded this year, and I think the dress code should apply for boys too.
I have not been dress coded yet, but my opinion on it is it's pretty sexist because like boys can show their underwear and their shorts are like pretty short, and girls can't even show like a little bit of their stomach, and they're like you can't wear like V-necks or any of that.
It should be the same for boys and girls and not be different for girls.
I do think it's pretty sexist, like the fact that I've been dress coded for my stomach, so I'm being sexualized by not only the teachers but everyone around me, and I've been dress coded like 5 times this year.
Make it a great day to be an O. Henry Mustang!